It's April 29th, and stay-at-home orders are still in effect.
Yes, but the way that people are finding to add light and some encouragement during this somewhat dark and difficult time for many is super inspiring. We see people sewing and donating masks, leaving gifts anonymously on people's front porches, and even putting up signs of hope in their yards and windows, and the list goes on and on.
In fact, we just saw a car parade for one of our neighbors this morning. Would today be graduation?
I don't know.
This is pretty cool. Celebration status, drive by.
We had a great time chatting with an old friend.
Her name's Mahealani.
And we got to ask her what inspired her to put a sign up in front of her yard that inspires hope, and to then go ahead, start a Facebook group and invite other people to do the same. What inspired you to start your whole that light let your light shine group?
It was just a whim. So so the weekend of conference, it was the weekend of conference. We went out to Smithfield. So I don't know if you know where Smithfield is. So it's Salt Lake, and then Ogden, and then Brigham City, and then right on the other side of the mountain is like Logan and Smithfield. So it's about an hour or so from us. So when we go to visit my son's grave on his birthday, we usually spend the weekend out there, and it's usually conference weekend. So we went, we were watching conference at the hotel, and I can't remember the sister's name. The sister was talking about how each of us have a light to shine. It kind of stood out to me, and I had seen on Facebook some other people putting up different types of like Christmas lights, kind of just to be positive and kind of change the monotony of all this COVID crap. And I had seen one post that somebody put a sign up in their yard, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And when we came home from Smithfield, my neighbor was outside, and she says, hey, I think I want to make a sign and put it in my yard. And I said, oh, no way, because I kind of want to do that. She says, yeah, I kind of want to see if other people would join in. I'm like, that's a great idea. So I told her, I think I might do that. So we didn't really plan anything, but the very next morning, I noticed that she put a sign out. And she was, I don't know if you've seen the pictures, but hers says hope on it. And I went out there and I seen it, and I'm like, oh, that is so awesome. So instantly we were scrambling around our house trying to find what we could put on the yard. I don't have extra, I'm not like my mom. My mom always had material all over the house and extra, kinds of artsy things and stuff. And I looked outside, and I had this big white old door that we took off our front door, because we remodeled our living room, and the front door was just old and dingy. So we took it off and replaced it. And so I had this old door in our backyard. And I said, Annabelle, look, it's a white. We can put anything we want on this. And so I pulled out the paints and everything, and I said, let's put the word love. And so she was all into it, and she loved it. And we pulled out some Christmas lights and put some Christmas lights on it. And then my husband came out and seen it, and he said, you should post that. You should make a group and post that. And I thought, I'm gonna do that. And I said, I should probably name it something to the sister's talk that she talked about. And that's, I kind of put in the description that all of us have a light within us. It's just getting it out to show. And it kind of caught on. We have 4 neighbors across the street that have signs out, 3 of us on our side. And then my sister put a sign out in her neighborhood, and so there's a few out in her neighborhood, and then a neighborhood that I used to live in just a couple years ago. She caught on and she put a sign out in her yard, and now she has neighbors that put sign out. So it's not only our street, it's starting to spread to different, and they're all a part of our group. And I thought, holy crap, that's kind of cool. I've never, noticed anything like that or realized that it could go in that kind of direction. And so I also put it at home in Hawaii for some friends at home in Hawaii. Yeah. And so they're sending me things too that they're doing at home, which is super cool. I'm like, that's awesome. And we all gotta get together somehow, whether it's virtually or, it's as simple as just a sign or kanikapila outside, or easy stuff to just make known that we're all in this together.
Yeah.
Individually have a light that we can shine that can hopefully encourage others to get their light to shine, I guess.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
It does. I love it.
Well, a lot of people are really getting depressed and having a hard time. And if you look out your window and see a sign that's lit up with Christmas lights and stuff, you'd think it might put a smile on somebody's face. You hope.
Yeah. Have words have inspirational words and like those messages of hope, how have they helped you through those like difficult times in your life?
So the one across the street, I almost cried when I seen it. So my daughter came running up to me one morning and said, the neighbor across the street put her sign up. And I said, oh, they did. And I got all excited. I ran to the window and we looked, and she put up a sign that said faith. And I thought, so we have love and we have hope and we have faith. And those are one of the three major components of trying to stay happy and to be positive and to have faith that whatever this is that we're going through has an ending to it. Mm-hmm. Whether it be it just ends and everybody realizes that life is short and that you gotta be positive with what you have. It's gotta end somewhere, and we can only hope and have faith that it's gonna end on a good note rather than even with all the deaths and the sickness and the illness that's been happening. We know because of our faith that these family members will be with them again, which makes it easier for our own tragedies, and the tragedies that my husband and I have faced. It's these words, this love, this hope, and this faith that have gotten us through certain days in our lives. But it is this life that we're living right now has been really challenging for me as a mom, for my kids, learning the whole new
homeschool
on the computer now.
Yeah.
And luckily my husband's in a work field that he hasn't skipped a beat. I mean, he's he does his thing, and we haven't missed a beat in that. But my poor kids and myself, we have to teach ourselves how to self-care and how to continue doing what we need to do to get to the next day. Thank you. But yeah, life is hard.
Yeah.
Hard. And to throw in all these extra things like this COVID and the earthquakes that we've had and everything, it's just topping on the cake. Like you don't expect it. Like when we got that first earthquake, man, I didn't know if it was gonna stop or if it was gonna get, or if it, it just all of a sudden the timeline expands, and then you're like, is it gonna stop? And it really only lasted just a few seconds. But when you're in the middle of it, it's just super long. Just like how they're saying that April has 460. It's like, yeah, it is. It's when you're going through something, this type of tragedy, time stands still. So it really is. You got to depend on those words, those simple words to really get you through your day.
After talking with Maheal, we decided we wanted to see if we could share our light by inspiring others to share theirs through words of hope for Friday, May 1st. Words. Words can be so powerful.
A word like aloha can change a person's day and impact their life.
They help us feel loved. They can feed and nourish our souls.
They can even help us see God's majestic hands intimately working in our lives. Or give us the confidence to do something new.
Sharing a word of hope can empower those within our networks and beyond.
Come join the crusade. Words are super powerful.
They can be great aids in our journey through life.
Positive words impact our mental and physical health.
Words like faith and intention inspire us to continually share hope.
Certain words or phrases can remind us of our divine potential.
They can even remind us of where we came from and empower us as we move forward.
A single word or phrase can be a light in our day and allow us to see God's hand in our lives.
Combined with the power of social media, the words we share have the potential to impact and improve countless lives, including our own.
Invite your friends and join us on Friday, May 1st, as we aim to flood the internet and social media with words of hope and inspiration.
So here's how you participate. Just think of a word or phrase that encourages and inspires you. When you get that word, go ahead and make a sign. You can go as simple or as elaborate as you'd like. Letterboards, grab a piece of chalk and hit the pavement. Go ahead and just do something simple like paper and a Sharpie. Whatever you want to do, go ahead and make a sign with your word or your phrase. Then, once your sign has been created, take a picture or even make a video of you with your sign and post it to your social media channels. Share why those words inspire you, and be sure to use the hashtag Words of Hope for all.
Your voice makes a difference.
Your word or phrase can inspire faith or even leave someone with a smile.
We have absolutely no idea how this is all going to turn out, but hey, every light matters, right? Everybody, follow or jump on that group and start adding your signs or whatever you're doing to let your light shine. Share some of that goodness, right?
Yeah.
Corona.
Yes. And
it's one that we want to stick. Like we want this stuff to stick around, right?
Yeah, we do. I in fact, I was just thinking tonight, I don't want to take my sign down. I wonder how I'm going to put it so it's a little more permanent, or because I don't even want to take it down. I love when we go out for our night walks, or when we're coming home in the evening and the light is on and our front porch says a big love on it, and our neighbors have Christmas lights on theirs, and it's just awesome. So I don't want to have to take it down, but we'll see, I guess.